Hi, I'm bored. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions. And when it comes to New Year's resolutions, right? That's why I have this beautiful, okay, it's not really that beautiful, but this beautiful presentation here. When it comes to New Year's resolutions, right? There are two types of people, or I think that there's like two types of people, right? The people, number one, are people that make the resolutions, and then there's also the people that don't make any at all. And their only quote unquote resolution is be better, just to be better. So they are probably more happy because they don't really fail resolutions. Because one thing that I do have to say about New Year's resolutions, and which is why I made this video, because I found it pretty funny thinking about it, is that a lot of people fail. These guys actually have something. They know that it's better to not make any resolutions, because if you look at technical difficulties. Now, if you look at the resolutions, I mean like how long resolutions last, right? Like if you look at how long resolutions last, you can see that only like 1% make it to hold the resolutions through the whole year. And if you're like, okay, but whole year is kind of long, it's like, this is not something that you have to like hold through the whole year for, right? It's just so that you know, it becomes maybe a good habit for you, so that makes your life better. A lot of us don't make it past 4 months. If you look there, you will see, and this is from a Forbes article. I saw it on, I don't even remember where I saw it again, but it was a Forbes article that this came from, and more than 50% fail before 4 months. I'm probably part of the 1% that fail in the first month, but this is why I'm trying to change that this year. Then I got to thinking, I was like, okay, what are the specific like top resolutions that people actually come up with? Like, there has to be something that we all have in common when it comes to resolutions, because there's not that many resolutions you can make that are so specific that they're only like describing what you are doing at that point, right? There are some general resolutions that everybody wants to follow, and everybody fails at the same time because of the same reasons. And then the Forbes article obviously helped, and I also, you know, did some moving around, so it's not like a top 10 or anything like that. I mean, it's not even 10, it's only 5 plus 1 honorable mention. So now we have 5 resolutions that I'm going to show you that are pretty general, and also maybe why people fail them. And so now with number 1, if you already had a keen eye and you were able to see the whole presentation, since I accidentally flicked through too fast, was to improve your finances. You know, because one thing that everybody obviously wants in this economy, that is definitely something that everybody wants, is to improve your finances. You know, stocks. You want that money. You want that moolah. But right now, nobody can afford nothing. And truly, that is pretty sad. And you're not gonna be able to buy anything else if what you usually pay your use your money for is, you know, gacha games. Because I still know that like the majority of you guys that are watching me or that see my videos at this point, or at least follow me from my older videos, are gamers. And I know that stuff like that, even in this economy, still manages to take our money. Something about this is just it just draws us in. You know, it's the gambling without actually wanting to gamble. But by the way, I do have to say, I did play this for like 2 months, and then I never played it again. So I actually never paid money for this game, but you know, so you spend your money on gacha, and now even if you're like a League of Legends player like me, you might spend your money on some wannabe gacha. Yes, this is wannabe gacha, like this is bullshit. Okay, this is actually bullshit. Like the other games, at least, you know, Honkai, Star Rail, Genshin, ZZZ, like they at least are kind of better gacha. You know, this is just some wannabe gacha. But if you're in a different sphere, let's say the music sphere, right? Because I know people from that sphere. You might also just spend your whole money on stuff like albums, especially the K-pop people. I know you, apart from all of the Taylor Swift fans, K-pop fans are the ones that spend a lot more money on albums. And if you want to improve your finances, maybe wait a little before buying multiple albums just so you have a set. I didn't do that. My sis did that, so it has nothing to do with me. But she did that, and I still find that stupid. But hey, it's not my money. It's not my money. But I'm just gonna say, like, I try my best. I only buy battle passes. Okay, I only buy battle passes. I haven't bought albums yet. But you know, at least that is, you know, improving your finances. Another one, the second resolution that I saw from that list was to eat healthier. the beautiful pyramid. Like, I still remember, I don't know when the first time was I saw that pyramid. Probably like, no, not primary school. Before that even. Yeah, before, probably when I was like 3 or something like that, I saw that first. But yeah, eat healthy. Because obviously one thing that comes from Christmas and New Year's and all of those festivities is a lot of weight. And also a lot of bad eating habits and a diet that is not that great. And truthfully, when I think about it, when I look at my diet, which kind of consists of ramen and black tea, I do also have to change something about my diet. Though I do have to confess, I did buy 4 packs of ramen today, so don't know if that's gonna change right at this moment. But yet again, like I was saying, like, why do we fail? Probably because of that, because food is tasty, and trying to eat healthy sometimes gets annoying. Sometimes you don't really know how to eat healthy stuff, and it's boring. And if you're a gamer like me, then you probably just stick your hand into like a bag of chips, or 2, or 3, sometimes. But you can just work those calories off, right? And that just leads me into the third resolution, right? Which is to work out more. And now it's another thing. Okay. I am not trying to make myself the poster child of failing resolutions. Okay. I am actually trying my best right now. It is the 6th, and I haven't failed any of my resolutions up till now. But I do have to say, I was supposed to work out today. But the pain in my in my right arm, no, I'll do it tomorrow. And no, I'm not procrastinating, okay? I am learning from my own errors, from my own stupid decisions, that I will at least take 1 extra rest day than to mess up my arm for long term. So, because of that, I obviously can't really say much about exercising or telling you why you guys fail, which would be probably you're too lazy, you just don't want to go out, or technically a lot of people just don't really want to pay for a gym, right? So I can understand that. And then when you try to do something with like YouTube videos or with like apps, sometimes those things just don't really help, and it's truly just a bore. And then you just end there gaining weight, which is, by the way, weight loss is the 4th. I think I'm now at the 4th resolution. Weight loss is the 4th one. I know a lot of them are quite in the same framework of, in the same group of things, but they did separate them, so I did also separate them in the presentation. But it's much easier to put your hand into a bag of chips than to actually move your ass to a gym. Because I don't move my ass to a gym. I don't. My only gym is playing football, which some of you might call soccer, but it's called football, okay? You use your foot. Oh my leg just cracked just by me. I'm 20. I'm not even that old. Okay, weight loss is another one. And if you don't have any complications or other things like that, or you're not on like a specific, crazy journey, like where we will, push you on and so forth. If you're literally just somebody that's just too lazy, that's the reason you fail. Laziness, not wanting to go out or socialize, because gyms are a social place. Trust me, I will not go there. But I do workouts at least. Now, another, or also like the last one before the honorable mention, the last resolution that a lot of people apparently wanted, and these resolutions were from people that wanted it to do them in 2024, is spend more time with the family. And that I totally understand. I like that. I mean, spending time with the family is pretty nice, depending on if you actually like the same things. But obviously, based fact, spending time with the family in general is just a good thing to do. It doesn't mean that you all have to have the same, the same hobbies or something like that. You don't need that, okay? But sometimes it makes it easier because, for example, like, I like to watch movies with the fam, but 90% of the time we can't watch specific movies because my mom doesn't want to watch them, and then she just leaves, and it ruins the whole night. So we all just have to cross-check multiple times with each movie that we watch, because it's like, Will she watch it? Will she not watch it? And what is family time? If you gotta climb, you know. No, but for real, this year I'm gonna try to get out of bronze. At least I will try to get out of bronze. I don't know if I will be able to, but I will try to get out of bronze. And I just realized something. I lied to you. I didn't have 6 resolutions. I had 7. I still remember I added an extra one. And that language. That 6th resolution, there, got it, was to improve your mental health. And what better way to improve your mental health than with today's sponsor, Grass. Yeah, you thought I was, like, obviously I'm not sponsored. Like, touch grass, okay? Now, this is coming from somebody that has had some problems in the last year. Going outside actually helped, okay? Going outside, meeting people, even though I don't like people, which is probably one of the reasons that it also doesn't improve. I mean, if you're just stuck inside playing League of Legends as a recreational activity, I don't know why somebody would ever want to do that, but I do that. So maybe that's why. Yeah, it's self-inflicted. It's definitely self-inflicted. But putting that aside, like, preface, these are jokes, okay? If you really have mental health problems, search for a professional. Don't use some random app, okay? But obviously, I would say touch grass. Go outside, touch grass, because yeah, you need it, I need it. I used to have a plant in my room to touch grass occasionally. Now I actually have to go out into the garden. I don't want to do that. But now moving on to our honorable mention, right? Because, I don't know, these 6 were cool and all, but I had like 2 lists, and this one thing was like in one of the lists, and I found it interesting that there are so many people that want this, but knowing that there are so many people that still do this, it's like, no way. How do you even fail that? Say what? Like you failed it? You failed that? And that is to quit smoking. You know, to quit smoking was the honorable mention here, because a lot of people apparently also wanted to quit smoking in 2024. Well, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, you know, you can try quit smoking and then just go to vaping. That didn't land. But I mean, vapes in my eyes are literally just the same thing. Yeah, it's less harmful, but you're just going from one addiction to another. And I ain't gonna say nothing, but if you might as well do one. Yeah. But then again, I am against smoking. I don't even smoke. So yeah, you know, people, they still end up vaping or just go back to smoking. And they're like, I'm gonna stop, and they're like, oh no, I'm still gonna. This is one thing I think that happens in Germany, at least. I'm yapping too much right now, but something that at least happens in Germany is that people say they don't smoke, but they do smoke when there's beer involved. I don't know if people do that in other places, but you do smoke when there's beer involved, but you don't smoke when there's not beer involved. Just don't smoke altogether. Why did you now suddenly need beer? I mean, why did you suddenly need to smoke because you're drinking beer? Like, just don't drink or just don't smoke. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. But I mean, in the end, you know, if this is too much as well, if these are too much, you can just go and do shisha. I knew this was a stupid bit to do. But yeah, that was my list of the top, the top 7 resolutions that people set and at the end fail every single year, even though it's actually just the resolutions that were taken for 2024, but I'm pretty sure they actually stay the same altogether. And you can clearly see why people fail them, or in general, I did take like the gamer perspective in all of this, but you do get why people end up failing these resolutions. But let's just hope for this year that you and me, we don't fail them, right? For example, I got resolutions of my own, right? For example, for this channel, at the end of the year, it would be cool if we would be at like 1K, you know? It would be nice. It would be nice. And that at least means that I need to actually upload continuously, which used to be a problem. But hey, I've been doing it now, and I got those 10K on the time bomb video, so I guess I'm moving nicely. But yeah, I just hope that you're gonna have a nice evening, and nice evening, nice day, depending on which time zone you're from. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.